Week 1 is complete of the John Muir Way ultra marathon plan with runner coach. Straight into a deload week. Stay tuned to find out why. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Running with Stephen and here we are. The end of week 1, the end of the first week of training for the John Muir Way ultramarathon 50k on the 8th of March. So a little bit of insight is that it's only like 60 days away from the start of this plan, so we had to start off the training plan at like week 4, so we roughly have like 8 weeks, just over 8 weeks to get ready for the John Muir Way 50k. Now this week has been a bit mental because it started off with probably the worst run I could say possible. It was absolutely awful. And to be fair, I'm quite happy it was a deload week because it let me settle in very gently into the training plan, or what I thought was going to be very gently into the training plan. So on the plan was only maybe like 15 miles or so, which was totally fine with me. I think the longest run was going to be 6 miles, which again was fine, but my brain had other ideas. Like, I was way too active to accept that we were going into a deload week. So I'll start off with the week, with how it went, because it really got interesting as the week went on. And if you follow me over on Instagram or Strava, then you'll know exactly how the week went for me. So we kicked off with what was supposed to be a nice easy 5k on Monday morning. Now I'll just put that up here. Excuse the shaky camera, but just thought I would keep it real for you, because this is how hard this run has been. Just around about 2.5 miles, and I'm struggling, as you can hear. Normally the longest you pay up by now, but this just feels awful. It was probably the worst 5k I've done today to date. It was absolutely stinking, it was horrible, and I'm going to put that out there. My chest was tight, my whole body just wasn't feeling the way it should be. One thing I will say is that heart rate was, I think, 138 average, so that wasn't the issue. I think it was just an extended illness. I was off work the previous 2 days of that weekend, so I was off Saturday, Sunday, back to work on Monday night, but I went out and got this nice and easy 5k done, and it was anything but. It was absolutely horrible. So then we went on to Tuesday, and Tuesday was supposed to be another easy run. So with it being a deload week, it did forecast in a couple of easy runs, and the long run was significantly lower as well. So it was supposed to be nice and easy, but my brain had other ideas. We went out and got it done. We got the aerobic base firing, we got the body feeling good for what it was. And to be honest, like you'll see in this, you'll probably just do a bit up here somewhere, that it just blew the cobwebs away. It really helped ignite the fire inside of me. So on Wednesday I had planned to meet up with Scott Wares, who you've seen here on the channel before. We had planned to do between 6 and 8 miles. Scott had 8 miles on plan, I had 6 miles on plan. The plan was really just to get out, stay consistent and get it done, and that's exactly what we did. We couldn't have planned the day any better. It just went so perfect. I will say one thing, however, I was actually sore on Thursday for it, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we headed out and took in some trails on Wednesday. It was like -6 or -7, a very crisp, solid day for it, but again, it was so perfect and it went so well. Like, I honestly can't express my emotions so much for that, because it just, again, it just built up that confidence. I could have ran all day like that. So then we moved on to Thursday, and I woke up Thursday morning with tight Achilles, just feeling like I had done a long run the day before. So Thursday was a bit of a rest day, although in my mind I thought to myself middle of the day, like I need to get out, move my body and do something, because it was absolutely bugging me that it was such a nice day outside and that I was stuck indoors resting. So decided to get the dog out, a nice long walk again round here, round Hugginfield Lock. It was such a nice crisp day again, and this really started sort of the feeling for the weekend and how the rest of my week went. Like, so although it being a deload week, it was supposed to be a nice light week, a nice week to break myself in gently, like you could say, and it really wasn't that. So Friday, me and Grant decided to meet up for a hike. Now I did have, I'm going to go against the grain again, I did have a speed session on plan that I didn't do because it was only like 2.5 miles and it was like 2k at tempo pace, so it wasn't really beneficial. Instead, me and Grant met up, we went up Loch Humphrey, which again is just up the Kilpatrick Hills. If you know anywhere here in Glasgow, you'll know that it's quite a nice place to go. Again, I'll just put a wee overlay up how it was. It was just an absolutely spectacular day. Had some lunch by the loch, a nice pot noodle and a wee coffee while we were up there. So we were out for about 3 hours that day, so it really was a time and feet exercise covering about 6.5 miles again. So like you can see where this is going. You can see that although it being a deload week, we made so much gains within time and feet and mileage. So that was Friday. What a perfect day, a great start to the weekend. So then came Saturday. Now we had big plans on Saturday to maybe go up to the hills and do some sledging or whatever, just let the kids play in the snow. Instead we thought to ourselves, do you know what, let's go and try and walk Ben Lomond with the kids. Now Ben Lomond was covered in snow, caked in ice, but again it was absolutely spectacular. It was perfect, such a nice day out. The kids absolutely loved it. Again, took wee Huntley up Ben Lomond. Now we maybe got like 300 metres up, which was absolutely perfect. And the kids just loved it. Like, see, getting them involved in things like this, it really sets them up for the future and how they're going to approach activities and like just that healthy lifestyle of getting out and getting it done. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday we took a nice wee walk to, well, we drove to Shatterhall Country Park. So if you don't know it, then it's just out by Hamilton, and again it was just lovely. Like the river was all frozen up. I'll just put some overlays up again. It was just such an epic little adventure now, an epic family day out. So last week's stats, now although it's been a deload week, it's probably been one of my biggest weeks in a good while anyway. So running wise, we done 14.5 miles last week, and that was a mixture of, like we say, trails, the tempo session, easy miles, just really trying to break back into it nice and gently. And I actually done like 11 miles hiking, as well as maybe like 2 or 3 miles walking. So quite a big week, like maybe 30 miles in respect to all activities, all round. It was a massive week, to be fair. It was huge, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it set me up ready for week 2. It ignited that fire and got me going, ready for it. Are you doing the John Muir Way? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know how your training is going. Have you just started training like myself? Then do let me know down in the comments, and I will keep an eye out for you. Now I hope you do enjoy these videos and are going to follow along for this series, maybe the next 8 or 9 weeks until race day, and then I will break down the following races after that into maybe 8-week sections, because we have Manchester Marathon coming up after that, and then the Edinburgh Marathon like 5 weeks after that. It's quite a massive plan. It's going to be huge for the channel, so do get involved, do hit that little subscribe button, and hope to see you in the next video. Let's go.